Welcome back. This is Nicolbw and we are on Agrarian Skies. As you can see, there have been a lot of changes. This is plains, that's desert, there's jungle over there, and this is forest. And I thought this would be a good place to set up the bees. I also made this little tree area and planted one of each different kind of tree. I don't have apples because I get apples from the oak saplings, and I don't have cinnamon because I have cinnamon over there, which left us 20, which was a good number. So I have it 4 by 5. So I have a rancher with the cows and a rancher with the sheep. So we are shearing the sheep. If we look in here, for the wool, I have over 1,200 purple wool, which is excellent. Right down below, all the way at the bottom, I did have a sewer set up with an upgrade to use up the whole area, and we were able to collect all the sewage that we needed. While I did stuff around here, it went pretty fast. So I also had these as cows. Now, if you remember, I only had one cow, and then I had this like immediate stroke of genius, I guess, or a light bulb went off in my head, and I said, you know what, why don't I make a safari net, trap them in one, make an auto spawner, spawn me some more cows, because I have mob juice from the because I set that up with a grinder, so I had mob juice. So I set the auto spawner out here, put a couple buckets worth of mob juice in there, put some power to it, and and put the cow in there, and then I used those golden lassos that I got from the reward bags and put 8 cows down in there. So it was collecting milk, which went pretty fast. Then once the milk was done, I used the ancient spores and turned them into mushrooms. So now we're making the mushroom soup. I went ahead and made a smeltery here so that way I could use it for other challenges, to make like seared stone, or if I needed to make new tools or anything like that. So I changed this out to be all oak saplings because I'm trying to get the oak logs for the challenge, and I changed this one out to be all oak as well. So we have the slaughterhouse there, and it's collecting the meat. I have a tesseract that has that's collecting the items in the fluid, and it's giving it energy, so it's doing all 3. Now, I have been doing some stuff off camera, obviously, so like go with the flow. I have 4 challenges to turn in. So like I said, with the smelly stuff, the sewage, we got that completed. So I had used a copper upgrade, I think, on that. So that was plenty to do all of the animals over there. So let's collect our reward for that. So that one's done. We had done the liquid mobs because that was the first thing I did, was set up a grinder on the mob farm over there and turned that in, and it wasn't that much. So, and then I just kept collecting the mob essence after that. So let's turn that in. So we got the cows once, I had figured out how to get more cows, and then I was able to collect the milk for that. And this one, okay, so you need destabilized redstone, so that's what, 50 buckets. So in order to get 50 buckets, each redstone is 100 millibuckets. So it's 10 redstone per bucket, and you need 50 buckets. So we needed 500 redstone. So I had over 1,000 at the time, and so I I went ahead and did this. It did kind of wear down my energy a little bit, but it's okay. It's all done now. We only needed 500, so I went ahead and turned that in. I'm going to go ahead and pick the nether redstone ore because we can always use more redstone. There's always something needing redstone. So we're going to pick that instead of the reward bag. So if we look in here, we have 3 challenges that I have turned in, or not turned in, but have completed. So the soul sand, we needed 10,000, and I was able to get up over 10,000. So I went ahead and grabbed those and turned them in. I just put them in my inventory and then manually submitted them until I had submitted 10,000 of them. Pretty boring stuff. It's not anything that I need to do on camera. So we will select that and get our reward bag. The iceberg, we needed 5,000 ice. So if we go downstairs, I'll show you. We had set this glacial precipitator up here because it connects with the water from the aqueous accumulator and with the energy conduit, and I put a barrel underneath, collected, had this full of ice and had it set for ice, and then excuse me, and then turned it in and made as much as I needed. As you can see, it only collects, I think it collects when it's full, but it's 64. I think it collects like 8,000 items at a time. So the extras that it made, I just put into the Emmy system and went ahead and made snowballs because you never know. I think you can use snowballs for like ice cream and stuff like that. So that is something to think about, I guess. So I went ahead and turned those in. Again, it was just me putting ice into my inventory and manually submitting it until I had enough. Nothing too exciting. So let's turn that in. The blacksmith's blocks, the seared stone. Okay. This one was kind of easy to make. Okay, we needed 100. Each of these seared stone, let's look this up. Each of these seared stone, the seared brick like this, you can put it, oh wait, we need to click on uses. Okay, so that one of these makes 144 millibuckets, right? So if we go in to here, oh, it doesn't show it. Oh, there we go. So 144 millibuckets makes 1 seared stone. So we needed 100 of those seared bricks, which is pretty easy to make because you can just make grout. So I made 100 grout, smelted them up, and made the 100 seared bricks. Let's get our reward for it. This one I have not done yet. I don't have the vinegar. Oh wait, I think I finished the vinegar. Yeah, the vinegar has, I have 10,000 in there. So let's go ahead and set this up downstairs. We need just a fuzzy export bus will work. We can set this up. Let's select the task. And I can show you how to set this up. So we have one here. You want to select the task and then right click on the block, and you notice it says aged juice consume task. So let's put the export bus on there. Shift click. We want to move those and move stacks. So as you can see, the percent complete is going up. So it will be done here in a little bit. And you can watch the numbers go up here as well. And since we only had 10,000 in it, we don't have to worry about it going over or anything like that. Because I know the liquids will go over, will keep getting put in there once it's 100%. These will go blank, but the liquid will still be going into it and just disappearing out of your system. So you kind of have to watch those. The steel power I did do, and all this was just making these things. You can find the recipe in NEI. NEI is so wonderful that you're able to look up any recipes. So we made the high oven controller, which I think is made just like the smeltery controller, the scorched drain, scorched bricks, and scorched ducts. A lot of these are made the same way as the smeltery stuff is. So let's pick scorched bricks since we will need more of these. I don't want graveyard soil. So let's claim that. I also did the deep tank controller. It's just the same as the controller. There's 8, and then there's a piece of lapis in the middle. Super easy to make. And then you can make a deep tank storage, which I'm not going to be doing. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Also, I made graphite, which you just make by smelting a piece of coal or charcoal, and it makes a graphite bar. And then yellorium dust. Why is that only 99% complete? Oh, because the last one is in my inventory, I think. All right, well, let's break this. Come back to me. Okay. Where's my... Okay, there's the one in my inventory. That's why it's only 99% complete. Okay, let's look at this. Yep, we only need one more. We will manually submit it and claim the reward for that. Awesome. And we got a strong box from that. So we got something in the box. I wonder what it is. I don't know. So let's look. Oh yeah, we were going to look and see how to make yellorium dust. Okay. Okay, it's just sulfur and pulverized tin makes one of them. And I did have a piece of sulfur, and actually I think I might have pulverized coal to get the sulfur for that. And then pulverized tin, super easy, and it makes yellorium dust. So I was able to do that. It's just one of each of those. Super easy. So I don't know what to pick here. So I don't know which is more beneficial. So I'm just going to leave that and not claim it yet because I don't want to pick the wrong thing. I might want to make a big reactor. I'm learning more about them, and I haven't made up my mind yet, so I don't know. I'm so confused. Okay, so bees and trees. This one I did kind of go a little too far, I think, maybe, without you guys. So, but I was kind of excited and learning more about bees this weekend, and so I kind of went a little overboard. Okay, so we needed a seed oil can and an artificial hive. The artificial hive is really easy. It's just a hay bale and then what is it? The silk mesh. What is that called? The hive is the silk mesh, which is just string, and the hay bale, which is just wheat. So that was easy. Now the seed oil can, we needed to make a carpenter. No. We needed to make a squeezer. I always do this. You need to make a squeezer, power it. I also put a import bus, a fluid import bus on there to get all of the seed oil. You put seeds in here, which I didn't have a whole lot of, but enough for about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, for about 8 buckets, I think. So not a whole lot. So I went ahead and did that and got the seed oil can. We're going to get Meadows and Forest Hive and half a heart. So let's select a bag. Okay, and then the next one was luring the bees. Now this, you have to get a scented artificial hive and then a scoop. A scoop is easy. It's just some sticks and wool. Again, you can look the recipe up in NEI. Super simple. The scented artificial hive, though, you need to put seed oil in a barrel. So a barrel like this. That's why this is set up with an export bus. And you can see the seed oil can is there. I have it turned off at the moment because I don't want to do this. So you fill this up with seed oil, and then you put that artificial hive from before, this thing, or not that one, this one, the artificial hive, you right click on it, put it in the seed oil, and then right click to get it out again, and it's a scented artificial hive. This is what you'll use to lure the bees. Now if you place it in a like a forest biome, you're going to need lots of leaves around, and even then the bees are kind of picky and they won't move in, and then they'll turn back to the artificial hive without the scent, and you won't get bees, and you have to re-dip it in seed oil. So that's kind of where I'm at. I can't get the bees lured for some reason, so I was trying to get forest bees to start working on getting all the forest drones that I'm going to need later on. So with this, we're going to get Meadows and Modest, a couple of each, or a couple, yeah, of each of those. So let's claim that. I also made an apiary, or actually I made 3 of them. We'll get marshy hives and tropical hives. The apiaries are really easy to make. Let's look. It's an impregnated casing with planks and slabs. The impregnated casing is in a carpenter with seed oil. It's only 1/4 of a bucket and logs. You can't use rubber wood, but you can use jungle wood or oak wood, I think. I know definitely oak wood, and jungle wood's right there. So that's how you make the impregnated casing. That is why I had a carpenter set up over there. Now, I took a lot of my seed oil, stupid carpenter, so I wasn't very happy with that before I could get it shut off. So I made one of those real quick. And so now we're going to get marshy hives and tropical hives. A lot of this stuff is just like, you know how I am with making things, and with crafting, it's a lot of back and forth, and I got to do one step at a time, and I get sidetracked a lot, so it doesn't make for a very good video. This I have not done at all, because you need a honey drop, which means you need bees, and I didn't have bees at the time, and these give you definitely the forest, and we, ooh, they only stacked to 10. I did not know that they only stacked to 10. Okay, so we have 11 new lives. Ding, ding, ding. That is awesome. So now we have 36 lives. That was cool. I like that. Let's put the eggs in there. We can put that back in there. Let's put those in there. We have another heart. That's cool. Let's check on these. 95 and 84. We might be able to submit that Okay, so that's with the bees. You're a wizard, Steve. I did do 2 of the things. A sacrificial orb and a thaumonomicon. Okay, so the sacrificial orb I think was pretty easy to make. Yeah, it's just gold, iron, and glass. Super, super easy. So I went ahead and made one of those. And then the thaumonomicon, you have to make a wand, and then you have to make a bookshelf, and then you click on the bookshelf with your wand. Now the wand is if I remember correctly, it's a stick in the middle and then 2 iron caps. Yeah, I think it's iron caps. And yeah, 2 iron caps, which are iron nuggets in the shape of a helmet in the crafting grid. So yeah, you make those in a diagonal. You should know how to make a bookshelf, and you right click on it, or I think you right click on it and it turns into the thaumonomicon. Now I think you have to, it's a consume task. So you had to turn these in. So I don't have them, but you will get them back as rewards. So do we want a ruin of sacrifice or an efficiency ruin? I don't know. Probably an efficiency. Yeah, let's just do that because I'm sure it really doesn't matter too much. I don't know, because eventually you're going to have a whole bunch of ruins around anyway. So for right now, we'll do that. And then the sky shards. Okay, now the shards are a little more difficult. You take your hammer that you've been using on gravel and sand and cobble. You take your hammer and you have to hit certain blocks. So like obsidian, TNT, ice, grass, and sandstone slabs that are stacked on top of each other. Oh, and netherrack. So the sandstone slabs, I think, give you air. The netherrack gives you fire. The ice gives you water. The grass gives you earth. The order shards, I think, come from obsidian, and then the entropy shards come from TNT. So you're not guaranteed. It's kind of a low chance to get it. Like it says here, rather small drop rate. So you have to break a lot of them. Watching me break a lot of blocks with a hammer, I don't think it would be that fun. And especially with the obsidian, it's kind of a pain. I did not do it in any sort of automated way. I just laid them down and broke them with a hammer. And you only need 1 of each. I think I ended up with like 6 of each. So I broke quite a few blocks. Pretty boring stuff. So, but the more interesting thing is to find out what you get in the reward bags, right? So, okay, we already checked for the hoarding, and we already checked go with the flow. Let's see, this is at 96%, and that's at 85, so this one will come first. Okay, and then I think my bag is getting kind of full, or my inventory. Bragging rights, I did do 3 quests. Let's check, let's get rid of some stuff here. I'm going to put those in the system, put that in the system. I'm going to go ahead and put the hives in the system as well. We will put these in a bag. Ooh, we get a wand that's already full. That's awesome. Okay, we'll put these on so we can get 3 more hearts. I want to process those. Wow, we got 7 epic bags. Let's look and see what's in here. Okay, so we have ethereal blooms, shimmerleaf, and cinder pearls. That's cool. So let's go ahead and stick this stuff in there for now. And then let's check these. Okay, so the thermal expansion, you had to make, all of these machines, most of them I already had. I went ahead and made a sawmill and put it down here so it's automatically processing my jungle wood, because instead of 4 you get 6, and you get some sawdust, which you can turn into these compressed sawdust, which then you can turn into charcoal. And if you're going to use the steel power thing, this thing, the scorched high oven thing to turn iron into steel, if you're going to use that, you need to use charcoal. So I thought it would be good to start getting charcoal ready for that. Let's see, where were we? Down in bragging rights. So a lot of this is just me crafting random stuff, kind of boring. Also the machinist workbench, which I've never used before, and then I had to make the terrain smasher and the nullifier. I'm pretty sure the nullifier is just like the trash can over here, but just a little more expensive, so I probably won't ever use that. Then this opened the storage and energy, which is the dynamos and the cells, all the tanks, all of the strong boxes, a tesseract, illuminators, and the crescent hammer, which I had most of these already made, so all I had to do was finish up the ones that I didn't already have. Then it was miscellaneous. So you have all of the Invar tools, including shears and an Invar fishing rod. I already had the Invar sickle made because of the other challenge. The Invar battle wrench, which just uses your crescent hammer and turns it into a crescent hammer / sword combination. So then we have the fluid ducts and the item ducts and the redstone energy conduits, which we already had made. The flux capacitors, which we already had made before. There's a tuberous flux capacitor, which is very small capacity and it's only a one-use item. An Invar sword. I see a schematic, which is just paper and lapis that you can use in the, where's it at? In the machinist workbench. Or you can use it in the cyclic assemblers. There's rock wool, which I will explain in a second. And then there's the multimeter. I don't remember how to make the multimeter. Okay, so it's just an electrum gear, some lead, copper, and a conductance coil. You can right click with it onto cables, conduits, ducts, and it'll tell you what is going on with those, whether there's items in the ducts, whether there's 98%. We need to watch that, make sure once that goes blank, we need to shut that off. And then we need to shut off the mushroom juice, or we can go turn the mushrooms into cows and collect some more milk, but either way we need to shut that off when it's done. Okay, in the rock wool you need to put sand, or get an induction smelter, put sand in one and pulverized metal in the other, so pulverized iron or gold or whatever in there. You smelt them up together and there's a chance of getting slag. Now slag looks like this, not the rich slag, just the slag. The rich slag won't work for the rock wool. It has to be just the regular slag. Then you need at least 8 slag for the next step. Then you put the slag in your furnace and it turns into rock wool. Now the wool won't burn. You could put lava next to it, it will not burn. So that's basically what the rock wool is for. So you can make your house and put like a fireplace in there and still have a wool floor and just make the ones around the furnace rock wool, or you can make all of it out of rock wool and it won't burn down. Keep an eye on that. So yeah, that's those, and that's all we needed. So we're going to claim the reward for that. Let's put this on. We have another epic bag. Awesome. Then we did the applied energetics. So I went ahead and crafted all of this stuff up. Again, you can find the recipes in NEI. None of them were too terribly hard. This one, the matter cannon, was kind of a pain to make, if I remember correctly. So yeah, let's claim the reward for that. And then we have interior decorator. So that was just making a bunch of the bibliocraft furniture. Then we had to use the chisel to make the fancy diamond brick, which is only using 1 diamond, so it wasn't too bad. We had to make lapis bricks and chandelier, some wall slabs. The brownstone brick uses the smeltery to make as well. So it's just some random things. I've already made the color bricks and the colored planks. So yeah, it was just a lot of wood, slabs, stuff like that. And you had to make these out of oak. One thing, this one takes the black wool. I noticed that last time. Oops, that one's done. Okay, let's get this out of there. So we can turn that one in. Let's check this out and claim our reward. So I think that's it. Oh, we have the go with the flow. We have one that we finished. So let's claim our reward for that. Okay, you guys probably want to see what all I got in my bags, because I know I want to see what all I got in my bags. Okay, so let's look in the good bag first. Okay, creepy doll, angry doll, not bad. Monster jerky, kinda sucks. And efficiency 3. Let's look at the greater bags. Chicken jerky, come on. Ooh, nice. I don't know what a thermostatic harness is. I think maybe that's the chest piece that you wear. Pickaxe of the core, an axe of the stream, a hoe of rope. Very, very nice. That should be very, very nice. Not just very nice. That's very, very nice. So those definitely will come in handy. Haste 3. And we got cultivated. So that's good. Okay, let's do the legendary bag. Alright, epic bags. We've got 10 of them. This is exciting. What's in the bag? It's like Christmas morning. What'd I get? Oh, nice. No! What is on it? Protection 5, thorns 5 for everything? That's good. More shards. I guess they want me to do that mod. I don't know. Maybe? I think so. Oh my god. A wand focus, fire, shock, frost, portable hole, equal trade, primal, and 9 hells. What is the 9 hells one? I don't know. And a focus pouch. That is an amazing reward. Let's hope for some more good stuff. I would really like to get some jaded princesses and drones. Some ore dust. Not great, but that would have been excellent at the beginning. No, I don't want more seeds. Silk touch? No. Maybe. No. Come on, something good, something good. No. Looting 3? One more. One left. Please let it be good. Bound axe, bound shovel, and a bound pickaxe with Efficiency 5 and looting 5. You know what? That is a really good reward. When we get into blood magic, that is amazing actually, because that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think I got some really, really good stuff. So yeah, I just spent some time around prettying up the place, building a platform, growing some trees, harvesting some stuff. I've been trying to harvest those as much as I could or can, and just letting things run and collect. And while I'm doing that, I'm just crafting up some random stuff that I will probably never use for the bragging rights. A lot of this stuff I'm probably never going to use, and I didn't want to just make them and not use them on camera, because that's kind of a waste of time. So thank you for joining me in the excitement of seeing everything that I'm getting in my reward bags. And let me know if you didn't like that I did things off camera. But I'm trying not to be completely boring and do boring gathering stuff while I wait for liquids to gather. So, yeah. So I hope you guys have a good day and enjoy your time playing Agrarian Skies yourself. Bye-bye.